Welcome to Mr. Benjamin's Math World. Today we are introducing division of monomials. Let me remind you that a monomial is an algebraic expression that contains only one term. Let's see some division of monomials. Number one says x to the fourth divided by x to the second. When dividing, we subtract the exponents. If you remember with multiplication, it was the opposite. When multiplying, we add the exponents depending on the signs. And division, it is subtracting. Let's subtract them. X to the fourth divided by x to the second equals to x, and then I am going to subtract the exponents. So this will be 4 minus, because we said subtract, 2, and here's the 2. So x to the fourth minus 2 equals x. 4 minus 2 is 2. I do not have to explain the rules of signs in adding and subtracting because you already know them. We know that 4 minus 2 is 2, but the rule is right there. The rule says when the signs are different, we subtract the numbers and we copy the sign of the greatest. Where is the sign of the greatest? Well, the 4 is a positive number and the 2 is also positive because we know that when the sign is not written, the sign is a positive sign. X to the fourth divided by x to the second equals x to the 4 minus 2 equals x to the second power. Let's see exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 says x to the fourth divided by x to the negative 2. Remember, we said when dividing monomials, we subtract the exponents. Let's do that. X to the 4 minus, because the operation is subtraction. But this is a negative exponent. So when you subtract minus negative 2. Because this negative 2 is this one here, but the operation that involves division of monomials is a subtraction. So what we do here is x to the 4 minus negative 2. If you remember, when we have two signs like this with a parenthesis, it means that the signs are multiplying. So I need to multiply the signs. This will be 4 negative times negative equals to positive 2 equals x. 4 plus 2, 6. When dividing monomials, we subtract exponents. It's a negative exponent, so it's right there. And the signs, we use parentheses to divide the signs, and then we multiply the signs. Negative times negative equals to positive. 4 plus 2, 6. X to the 6. Exercise number 3 says x to the negative 4 divided by x to the second. Again, I'm going to subtract the exponents. This will be x, copy the negative 4, and do the operation, which is subtraction. I subtract what? 2, number 2, equals x to the, and here is the rule again. The rule says, the rules for addition and subtraction. The rule says, when the numbers have the same signs, we add the numbers. That's a 6. And we copy the same sign. The same sign is a negative sign. So x to the negative 4 divided by x to the second equals to x to the negative 4 minus, subtracting, 2. Negative 4 minus 2 equals to negative 6. X to the negative 6 is the result for this operation number 3. Let's see number 4. Number 4 says x to the negative 4 divided by x to the negative 2. Once again, I'm going to subtract exponents. Copy the x to the negative 4, and then I'm going to subtract. Since I'm going to subtract, I copy the negative sign. And then I copy the exponent here, which is a negative 2. So I need to put negative 2 right here. And since I have these two signs like this, I use a parenthesis. Equals x. Copy the negative 4, and then what happens here? What's happening is that I need to multiply, but multiply what? Multiply the signs. These two signs are multiplying because of this. It is negative times negative equals to positive 2 equals x. Negative 4 plus 2, the signs are different. I subtract the numbers. 4 and 2 is 2. And I copy the sign of the greatest of them, which is a negative. So x to the negative 4 divided by x to the negative 2 is equals to x to the negative 2. Our exercise number 5 is another monomial, because they are all monomials, they're only one term. It's another monomial. It says negative x y to the second over 2y equals. The x has no another x in the denominator. So what I do is just copy the x where it is, and I keep the sign. Copy the 2, and then I work out the y's. Y to the second and y. So this would be y. Subtract the exponents is 2 minus 1 equals negative x y. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's a 1. You can put the 1 or not, but y means y to the first. There's a 1 up here. Over 2. Negative x y to the second divided by 2y equals to negative x. There's no x down here, so I just copy the negative x. Bring down the 2, which is the denominator, and then I solve the y's, subtracting the exponents. Y, 2 minus 1, 1. Result, negative xy divided by 2. And our last exercise, it's a tricky one. It says x to the second divided by y to the second. What can we do? Well, the variables are different. There's nothing you can do about this except just copy the same x to the second, y to the second power. There's something else we can do, but it's not for this class now. This is dividing monomials. The rule, when dividing monomials, we subtract the exponents. Number 1, x to the 4 over x to the second equals x to the second, 4 minus 2. Number 2, x to the 4 minus negative 2. Number 3 is x to the negative 4 negative 2, subtracting. Number 4, x to the negative 4 subtracting negative 2. Number 5, bring down the x, bring down the 2, and then subtracting exponents is 2 minus 1 for y. And this is the way we subtract monomials. If this was an useful class to you, please feel free to subscribe and activate the bell in order to receive further notifications. See you next time.